Hello again. Well, hopefully today we're having an immobiliser fitted to the van. Now the van did come with some sort of immobiliser fitted to it, one of these, but the insurance company insists that it has a Ttxela immobiliser, and no amount of requests could persuade them out of that. So we've run for at least a year without having the right immobiliser on the van for the insurance company, which I guess would have caused us a problem if we'd have had the motorhome stolen. So we do need to get that sorted out. Now, it's actually been surprisingly difficult to find someone who can fit the Ttxela immobiliser to a vehicle of this age. A couple of people I've rung just weren't interested. They said not worth their while to fiddle about doing it on such an old vehicle. So yeah, I've eventually found a mobile company based out of Luton who come out and do it for you where you've got the vehicle. Now they were supposed to come out last week, but I had a message to say the fella was ill, so he's due to come later today, so we'll see how we get on. Now I did speak to them on the phone about possibly removing the old immobiliser. They were less keen on that idea. They seem to prefer to fit the new one over the top of the old one, which I don't really like the sound of, but I'm in a bit of a corner because I've got to get the van covered against theft, really. So we're going to see what the fella thinks when he arrives, if he can remove the old immobiliser as he fits the new one. We'll see what happens. I've never actually tried to use the immobiliser that's fitted because the fella we bought the van off was very dubious about it. He said, for goodness sake, don't touch it, because he tried to turn it on once and it took him forever to work out how to get the van started again. So been a bit wary about using that, and it does seem a little bit ropey. Well, the fella turned up pretty much on time, and he has now finished the installation. Had a couple of problems along the way. It wasn't the easiest job by the look of it. You can see my little red flashing light now, which shows me that the immobiliser's on. When you come into the van, you press a little dongle thing against this metal bit there, and that disarms the immobiliser, and it sets itself automatically once you turn the ignition off and leave the van. When I bought the van, the fella did point out this switch with orange tape on it and indicated that it was something to do with the immobiliser that was fitted. Now, it turns out that what that does is turns the diesel pump on and off. So the diesel pump is wired through that switch. But that's just an accessory switch. So apparently the fella said the terminals on the back there were getting red hot when the diesel pump was running. So although it seemed like that might be a good idea at some point to someone, I guess, it perhaps wasn't really the best thing to have done. Quite interesting talking to the chap. He said he hasn't fitted a immobiliser for a long time because, of course, after about 91, 92, I think, pretty much everything came with an immobiliser on it. So it's only these older vehicles where you'd need to do this. Anyhow, happy with the installation, and the fella was very nice and looks to have made a good job of it. So it'll keep the insurance company happy as well if we ever have any problems with somebody trying to steal the van. I'll put a link to the company that did it for me in the description below. They were based in Luton, and they come out to your house and do it all for you. Well, that's all for now. If you enjoyed it, press like. Subscribe if you want to see some more. And ring the bell to be notified when we upload something new.